Hi students, 6th class 4th chapter sorting materials into groups. Okay, so here topic is soluble or insoluble substances. Okay, soluble substances. What is the meaning of soluble substances? Substances which can soluble in water, substances which can dissolve in water. Okay, which can disappear inside the water. These substances which disappear inside the water are called as soluble substances. These substances which doesn't disappear inside the water are called as insoluble substances. Okay students, so for example students, we are taking first sugar. We will take sugar. Second one, salt, we are taking salt. Third one, chalk powder. Fourth one, sand. And fifth one, sawdust. Okay students, so our topic name is soluble or insoluble substances. Soluble substances means these substances which can dissolve in water, which can soluble in water are called as soluble substances. Nothing but when one substance is put in the water, if it disappears, then that substance is called as soluble substance. If it doesn't disappear means, so it is called as a insoluble substance. Okay students, so here we are taking 5 containers, A, B, C, D, E. 5 containers are there. In this container, we are filling all these 5 containers. Half of the portion of all these containers are filled with water. Okay. So for example, here this container is filled with water, and next this container is also filled with water only. Next, this container is also, half of the container is filled with water. Next, this is also, half of the container is filled with water. In this container also, half of the container is filled with water. Okay, so complete, all these are water only. Water. And this is also water only. So let us take, these are containers. We can write here container. So this is also container. Next, container. This is a container. Here this is also container. Okay students, you see here 5 containers are taken. This is container A, container B, container C, D, E. In these 5 containers, all these 5 containers are filled with water. Up to half of the portion of the container is filled with water. In container A, if we put some amount of sugar, first sugar. Okay, for example, if we put some sugar here, some sugar is here, this is sugar amount. So here if we put sugar, this if we put sugar here, what happens? Completely sugar disappears inside the water. Okay, so that's why here sugar completely disappears inside the water. So that's why here sugar is called as a soluble substance. Soluble. Okay students, next in container B, if we take salt, just you put some amount of salt. Let us take, this is a salt. If we put salt inside the water, what happens after some time? Salt disappears. We can't see salt inside the water. So that's why here in this case, salt is also called as a soluble substances. Soluble substance. Okay. Next, chalk powder. You take chalk powder. Whenever we keep chalk powder, it settles at the bottom of the container. It settles at the bottom of the container. So here chalk powder, for example, if we take some amount of chalk powder, if we take some amount of chalk powder, so some amount of chalk powder can dissolve inside the, some amount of chalk powder will settle at the bottom of the water. So that's why here chalk powder which is called as a insoluble substance, insoluble. Okay students, so here whenever chalk powder is put, here chalk powder, here this is a chalk powder, we can write here this is a chalk powder. Chalk powder. Whenever chalk powder is put in this water, chalk powder doesn't dissolve in water. Okay, it settles at the bottom of the water container. So that's why chalk powder, which is called as a insoluble substance. So which is not dissolving, which is not it appears in the water. So chalk powder, insoluble substance, appears at the bottom of the container. So here insoluble substance. Next, if we take sand, for example, if we take some amount of sand pieces, here some sand pieces are there. For example, let us take some sand pieces. This is a sand. Whenever sand pieces are put inside the water, what happens? Chalk powder, this is a salt, here it is sugar. Whenever sand is put inside the water, what happens? Sand doesn't dissolve, doesn't disappear inside the water. Sand particles will be appeared inside the water. So that's why what happens? So whenever sand is put inside the water, sand particles, sand is visible, sand appears inside the water. So here sand, in case of sand appears. So that's why it is called as a insoluble substance. Insoluble substance. So in case of sawdust, you take some amount of sawdust. Now this is a sawdust. Whenever sawdust is taken, whenever this sawdust is put inside the water, what happens? Sawdust doesn't dissolve inside the water. Sawdust doesn't dissolve inside the water. So here it settles at the bottom of the container. Sawdust doesn't dissolve inside the water, so it settles at the bottom of the container. It is appears. So sawdust, which is appear. So that's why sawdust is called as a insoluble. It doesn't disappear inside the water. It is visible from outside. So here that's why. So here sawdust is called as a insoluble. It doesn't disappear inside the water. It doesn't dissolve inside the water. Sawdust, it doesn't dissolve inside the water. Here sand also, it doesn't dissolve inside the water. It is visible from outside. So next one, chalk powder also, it doesn't dissolve inside the water. It stays at the bottom of the container. So next, salt. If we keep salt, what happens? Salt completely dissolves inside the water. It disappears inside the water. It doesn't appear from outside. So next, sugar also. Whenever sugar is put, sugar also, it disappears inside the water. Sugar doesn't appear from outside. So that's why sugar is called as soluble. Sugar dissolves inside the water, so that's why sugar is called as soluble substance. Salt dissolves inside the water, salt is called as soluble substance. Chalk powder doesn't dissolve inside the water, so that's why it is called as a insoluble substance. Next, sand also, sand doesn't dissolve inside the water, so sand is called as insoluble substance. Next one, sawdust. Sawdust, it doesn't dissolve inside the water, it is visible from outside. We can see the sawdust at the bottom of the container, so that's why sawdust is called as a insoluble substance. Okay, so like this we can separate which is soluble substance, which is insoluble substance. We can separate the materials into groups. Here some soluble substances are there, some other insoluble substances are there. For example, sugar soluble, salt soluble, chalk powder insoluble, sand insoluble. Next, sawdust insoluble. Okay, so here sugar, salt, these are soluble substances. Chalk powder, sand, sawdust, these are insoluble substances. So like this we can separate the substances and the materials into soluble and insoluble substances. Whenever sugar is put in the water, sugar dissolves in the water, so that's why sugar is called as soluble substance. Whenever salt is put inside the water, salt dissolves inside the water, salt is called as soluble substance. Whenever chalk powder is put inside the water, so here chalk powder doesn't dissolve in water, so that's why chalk powder is called as insoluble substance. Next, sand also, it doesn't dissolve in water, so that's why it is insoluble. And sawdust also, whenever sawdust is put inside the water, sawdust doesn't dissolve inside the water, it appears from outside, so it settles at the bottom of the container, so that's why sawdust is called as a insoluble. Okay, otherwise it appears from outside, so it is called as insoluble substance.